We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing right away is Daniels. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, this defense for the Niners, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air goes Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield. no problem, scrambling for 22 and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Jordan Watkins.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Tap. Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. Daniels looking to throw. That is caught by Dell.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Three. Go.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They'll come out in the pistol.
60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
To throw is Daniels.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always tough the NFL.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Leonard.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Daniels.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well more down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
About the gain there on second down. That was a positive.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers 60. Panthers 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to Dell.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Daniels going to throw for it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, right here.
Off play action. Leonard. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Japanese Warriors. Dragons. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Operating from the gun, Leonard.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
the play fake. Leonard. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
42-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Play action. Leonard. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And Allen caught it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and they're flailing the hand to knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Yeah, he'll try to run with this.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He'll try and do this himself.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Rams are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. Touchdown,
And Xavier Worthy
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
49ers, 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Leonard.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to have the Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Daniels.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Will be taken in here by McCool.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
A gain of 18.
70, Madden 6, let's go now.
Back to throw again.
Pass complete there to McCool. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
On the ground is Joe Hunter.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a loss of 4.
Mustang 19.
To the air goes Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
It's now 4th down
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
here's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Leonard.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Leonard. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Motion, motion, motion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's Hunter. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go now. 3, 19, Tiger, 9. Check smash, check smash. Rig. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Bronco 8.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Rams, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.